All right. Taylor, thank you, first of all, for entrusting me to help and assist in this way. I really, truly appreciate. Okay, Moon and Taurus. I was waiting to see your response to the Moon, and I want to see where your Venus is. But a lot came out in this reading. Okay, I think that I don't know if you can see, but I got cards everywhere. I'm going to record this in two parts. This part is going to be strictly tarot, and then what's going to be next is the oracle and other stuff that I pulled in regards to your guys' relationship. So the first thing that came out right out the bat is the Eight of Cups. Okay, and this is a card about feeling disappointed, dissatisfied. Okay, Venus and Aquarius. Okay, you're tired of the current situation. Maybe having kind of like a negative outlook on things, like thinking of only, what you don't like about it. And it's kind of saying that you're going to have to be the one to shift things so that there's changes, because it seems like, I don't know how he feels or if he's unhappy, but I would imagine, he's a man. And men usually are very simple to satisfy, you know what I mean? And so us women, we have a lot more going on mentally and emotionally, and it takes a lot of extra work on our parts, not for them necessarily, but for us to make sure that we are mentally, emotionally fulfilled as well. So basically, I think this card, even though it's like a card of leaving, I don't think necessarily that's the solution in all cases, you know what I mean? Because of course we go through hard times, and instinct says run away, instinct says go. But if this relationship is something really worth it to you, then you definitely want to make as much effort as you can. And there's a lot emotionally here. Like the reading has, you guys have a pretty good connection. I'm going to read this book. Okay, which I've pulled these cards too, because I use a couple different tarot decks just to get different energy. So this is just the original Rider-Waite, but I really like Grace, right? She explains things in such a graceful way. So her definition of this cup, or this card, is introspection, deeper purpose, and brooding. All right, so dissatisfaction with the day-to-day leads you to evaluate your life, where you are and where you're headed. You strive to get to this point on your path, and you're left feeling unfulfilled, seeking a deeper truth. There's a buzz in your ear to give it all up and chase your joy, even if it doesn't make sense. You've decided to take a stand for yourself and your happiness. Comfort and material and physical needs, you need more than that. You're looking for a deeper connection and your purpose with life. So constant striving and achievement leaves you running on empty, neglecting yourself in the process. You're in the mood for introspection, right? Taking a look within and seeing what's really going on. And I think the cards kind of have some indications there. So you need to really look into good ways to nourish yourself. Appreciate your journey so far in this transition period. You're ready to move past being comfortable and start feeling your soul, right? So it seems, and it seems, what basically it seems like in this reading is like you got a little bored, and I'm going to get more into like what these cards are saying. But the next card that came up was the Nine of Cups. So we have two cups right out the bat, right? The cups is all about our heart, our feelings, our emotions, okay? The Nine of Cups in reverse is just feeling like your wishes and your hopes are going unfulfilled. Basically, the issues that you're having seem unresolved. You're unhappy and feeling restless, like you need something to change, but maybe you don't know what or how. Maybe you're feeling like a little more distant, even though you guys are together all the time. And even with the Moon, it seems like there might be some overindulgence. You know what I mean? Like, I know when me and my partner first like got together, moved in, we enjoyed things a lot, you know. Watched a lot of movies, we ate a lot of food. You know what I mean? And sometimes we can get away from, you know, like the passion part of a connection, because when you move in with someone, it is kind of like friends that live with each other. Sometimes if you let the connection get there, you know what I mean? Because life isn't always going to be fire and passion and romance. And if you grew up in the United States and you watch movies, you're going to think that romance is something out of these movies or these books that we read, and it's going to give us, which has come up, unrealistic expectations of reality. You know what I mean? Just like thinking something is what it's not. So the next card that came up was the Hangman. All right, so it's sacrifice, patience, suspension. This is saying this is like a card of contradiction. It's like maybe you're internally contradicting yourself. You're confused. Maybe your instincts are telling you to do one thing, but you really got to think hard before you react on an instinctual manner. You know what I mean? Don't do things out of fear. Don't do things out of anxiety or worry. Make sure you're really connecting to yourself so you know what the best decision is. It says once you calm your mind, you're going to be able to see a lot clearly. Don't think about just yourself in this situation. This isn't a time to be like selfish. You got to really put not even just yourself, but look at his perspective too, you know. Instead of trying to control the situations, just let it be, kind of. Don't try to force anything. Just let it happen naturally, what it is that you want. Maybe it's your expectations for the relationship aren't going as fast or the exact way that you want it, but it's just saying give it some time. So it's saying that this stage is a place where you feel stuck in the momentum of the future and speculation of the past. So you have this future you're envisioning and you're looking at the past and how fun it was and how it's just kind of like, you know, a little emotionally miserable for you right now. So delays and indecision are to be expected, and it is in your best interest to prolong any decision making. So don't make any rash decisions. Like this is saying hang it out. Don't make any emotional decisions based on, you know, this emotional unfulfillment that you have. Give it a little time and to thinking outside of yourself and try to see the big picture. This is a small moment in your life, but that could have a big impact. So feeling stuck with nowhere to go is temporary. Constant activity keeps the ego busy, but practicing patience, you're allowing other opportunities to unfold for you. Give yourself permission to receive. Delay instant gratification. So some things take time to grow and to build, and allow that. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. Whatever it is your true intention or hope or desire for this is. Ask yourself what tiny thing you can give up now to get to the end goal. Sacrifice small pleasure to invest in long-term success. So what I'm really feeling from this is allow the boredom to happen a little bit, you know, like sacrifice some boredom for the long-term goal, which is if you guys can have a long-term relationship. There's nothing on earth that compares to that, you know, nothing on earth that compares to somebody who knows all of you, accepts all of you, loves all of you. You know what I mean? Especially in the day and age of today. And of course, every relationship is going to have its flaws. And what I was getting from this is, okay, so the first card that came out was Justice in reverse, right? So maybe it's just not a lot of balance within yourself taking place, you know? Patience is needed. Show mercy to others. Don't be too harsh on him. And you know, don't be too harsh on him with your thoughts and your feelings, because it's saying that you may look at him as like boring. You know what I mean? Like maybe you think he's a little boring, and that's judging by this card. Basically, I don't know if he has low self-esteem, or he just is dealing with a lot, you'll have to let me know. Is he somebody that is got like a temper, or is he just kind of like, you know, not really into a whole lot that you're into? Like, you maybe think he's a little boring, like you're not having a lot of fun. It's saying that this is a really loving relationship, but you need to master your own emotions. All right, you're really, women in the relationships, even though, you know, we think men are the ones in control, we let them think that. We tell them, yes, honey, you know. But really, a man is always going to try to make a woman happy. You know what I mean? At least a balanced man who understands human nature, and that, you know, women and men are completely biologically different. So this card is all about, you know, your willpower and having self-control and not letting your emotions take you off into places that you don't want to be. You know, feeling unhappy, feeling unfulfilled, not really being grateful for your situation. Everything you want, this is saying like everything you want will happen, but the Hangman is saying it's going to take time and it's going to take patience. So don't let the emotions take you off. And this even could be, I don't know, you'll have to let me know if this is you or him. A real dominant energy, you know, which I know the Aquarius, like it could be a little bit of both of you. I don't know if one of you guys kind of like overreact or just aren't very, what's the word? Self-disciplined. You got to let me know. Is it both of you who got to work on the discipline? Is it him? Is it you? You know what I mean? I should have asked you, but when I was asking you questions, I was really looking at only certain aspects. I didn't really get that deep into it because I knew as I would breed, more would come out. So yeah, you have to let me know which one, or I'll ask you after this. So yes, like this is a new, it's a choice for you to start over again. And not even just in the relationship, but within the way you're viewing the relationship, within the way you're communicating with yourself and with him, what you want, your expectations, all of it. And even what you do on a day-to-day basis. Like if you're not happy and unfulfilled, you got to shift it up, do something different. You know what I mean? Don't just sit there in that unhappiness. Do something that will make you happy. And this, I'm going to go more into this when I get into this other card deck. Basically, it's like enjoy what you do, whatever it is you do. Learn balance between your mind and your body. This is a good time. And maybe this is what this is meaning, right? The Fool. Like maybe this is a good time for you to start something new in regards to your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, do you got your own thing going on? Do you have like your own passion, your own joy that, like, I'm sure he's got his thing he can do, but like, what is it that you do? What is it that you love? Because this is saying now's the time to like start giving that back to yourself, whatever it is, doing something for just you, and really taking time to put your energy in that and balancing yourself in that aspect. Okay. Which is more validated when we go here. This is the lack of feeling passion. And this isn't just romantic passion. This is your passion, your purpose, like what you want to do with your life outside of a relationship. I know for us females, you know, we're really conditioned and programmed to kind of be all about the men. And that's society, that's Hollywood, you know, that's just the way we were raised. But it's saying like what you need to do is find something for just you. Find something you can be passionate about. Find something that brings you to this place of joy and fulfillment within yourself. This is using your fire, using your passion to accomplish this, right? So finding something that brings you joy and going for it, starting something new. This is progress. Once you do really tap into whatever this is for you, it's different for everybody, obviously. You're going to have some fast moving energy. Like progress is going to happen very quickly. So this card is a call to action, and it's moving through you, but you're just kind of unclear which way to go. So maybe you're feeling unmotivated or uninspired. Maybe you don't even know what you like. Like maybe this is you don't really know what your passion is. You don't really know what your desires are. But now is the time to explore that and figure out where your passion besides romance is in your life. You know, because when we don't have other things going on for us, we put all of that extra energy into the relationship. And that's a lot. That's a lot for a relationship, you know? It's not up to them to make us feel emotionally fulfilled. That's on us. Now, if they can bring support, comfort, encouragement, you know what I mean? It's like a male has his role and a woman has their role. And I know, you know, society has said, oh, but when two people are together, they both are responsible for this energy of making themselves happy, doing stuff that makes them feel, you know, passionate and alive. So this is also saying you're feeling restricted by your day to day, and that means you just got to do something different. So what can you cut out to give yourself space to flourish, to create inspiration? Maybe all your creative energy is going to something else, and you're not having like a lot left over for you. But it's really saying you got to be patient. And this card came up, the Magician. So it's like what you want, you have the ability to create. There's no doubt about that. You have the ability to create the life that you want, and whatever it is you're calling towards you is going to come, but it's got to be patient. You have to be patient and wait, and don't try to force things, you know, really allow them. So this card's saying like you got the magic touch, you got the spark, like your manifestation is on point. Creation is the name of the game. Whether you pour your energy into a new life cycle or a creative project, this is a time of pulling in all your resources to manifest your desires. Your toolbox is complete with anything you could ever need, and if it isn't, the tools will appear right when you need them. You're resourceful and constantly finding innovative solutions to problems with grace and ease. The universe has your back and will provide you with whatever you need and all the power. It's infinite opportunities are available as you continue to flow, but be clear about your intentions and use them to fuel purposeful action. The more specific you are, the more you magnetize your creative energy and manifest. So it's saying tap back into your power. Tap back into your power and know that you can create the reality that you want at any time. It's just knowing the laws and how to really tap into that energy. And it isn't by worrying and stressing. It's about trust and enjoyment, having fun in your life. So if you've lost all the fun, now is the time to get back to that enjoyment, that pleasure. The Ten of Wands has come up, and this is again with passion. But this could be you feeling just, maybe you're blaming him for how you're feeling. Or maybe you're taking on too much responsibility without communicating how you really feel. It's just you're carrying too much, and this could be emotionally, this could be your thoughts, your worry, your stress. This could be something in your life that you're doing. Let go of a lot of this, because a lot of this isn't really it's not really your obligation, right? If you're carrying anyone else's shit, let it go. Whether it's his shit, he got to carry his own shit. You know what I mean? Don't carry all his emotion if that's the case. You're together, but your job isn't to just take on everyone and everybody's emotion. It's to process your emotion and just have space for other people to go through their experience. And not try to, you know, take it over and do it for them, or take it all on for them. This again is saying it's just you're not having any fun. Look at that. Overworked, and this could be mentally, emotionally overworked. So really go back to the place of inspiration and joy so that you're motivated to continue forward with hope for the future. And you can embrace the parts of your life that you're feeling overly obligated by or too much responsibility, whatever it is. I don't know exactly like what your duties in the house, or if, as you know, the woman, I know the woman has a lot of their own expectations that even the men put on us, but if you're having all these expectations but you're not feeling fulfilled, you're going to burn out really quick. So you have to find what it is that you love and you want to do and let it bring you alive, and really something to help you deal with the stress, with the worry and the anxiety. And then okay, this is talking about, you know, not really tapping into your own inner wisdom, not taking time to reflect and to feel what's going on mentally, emotionally, and not letting this energy that comes from imbalance when we don't take time to tap in, letting that rule you and rule your life and rule your reactions and how you respond to him, or just life in general. So this is just about you're feeling a lot of obstacles and apprehension. You know what you want, but you feel like it's just not going anywhere in the moment, right? It seems like maybe you want things to happen quickly. But this is saying it's not even about him necessarily. It's about you and you aligning with your greater vision, so you can move through the space with more purpose and more a sense of, this is what I love to do and this is what I should be doing, you know? So you're not kind of just moving through the space with nothing to do. Like, what do I do? You're bored, unmotivated, unhappy, you know? Take steps each day. Like, what is it that you want in life besides getting married and stuff like that? Like, what else is it that you want? Like, what kind of life are you guys creating together? Is that something you guys talk about? You have a lot of options. You have a lot of things that you can do, but instead of, you know, coming from a place of imbalance, really look at your life. Don't look at things unrealistically, and maybe even relationship wise, I think we have unrealistic tendencies, especially as women, to think that love is always going to be what we see in movies and TV, and that's not always the case. Sometimes it's going to be boring. Sometimes you're going to just sit there and not say anything, and you know what I mean? But it really is up to you to communicate, first of all, and to ignite some passion back into the relationship. However you do that, have fun, plan little dates. Just because you guys live together doesn't mean you can't have fun. If you're not having fun, that's not just his fault. That's on you too. So you got to take responsibility and make the necessary shifts and changes so that you can start enjoying not just your life, but your relationship. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to, I already have all these cards out. I'm going to go over the next part just so I can get this uploading, okay? Again, let me know if you have any questions, any clear